Good morning, dear students. Today we will see about the reaction intermediates. In the last video, I have explained that free radicals, carbocations, carboanions, which are present on the organic compound, they are responsible for the stability of the reaction, even for the reactivity of the reaction, and thus the reaction mechanism proceed further in the forward mechanism. So the responsibility, or we can say the reactivity of the mechanism in the forward, is because of the reaction intermediates, and the reaction intermediates are the free radicals, carbocations, carboanions. In the last video we have somewhat discussed about free radicals, carbocations, carboanions, right? So today we will discuss a little more about them. So first is free radicals. Free radicals are defined as atoms or group of atoms having unpaired electrons. That means atoms or group of atoms, when they have unpaired electrons, then they are termed as free radicals. Free radicals are very reactive species. Why very reactive? Because the presence of unpaired electrons is on them. When unpaired electron is there, then that unpaired electron will always try to get the pairing spaces and wanted to be a paired. So to become a paired species or to become a pair electrons, they will always try to react, and that is why they are reactive species. See, in the heat cleavage, when A is having its electron, when B is having its electron, and this electron, when they are paired forming the bond, when this bond is broken, right? When the homolytic cleavage takes place. Homolytic, that means when both the atom, here if I would have written AA, then it would be understood very easily, right? So you think that this and this both are A, and if we think that here the cleavage has taken place, bond fission is taking place, then this electron will be back to the A and this electron will be back to this B. And here they are unpaired electron and they are termed as free radicals. See here an example, Cl2. So Cl2, it means the Cl is bonded with Cl. We can say like this, that Cl and Cl is bonded, right? So here the cleavage will take place and one electron will go to chlorine and another will go to another chlorine. So when ultraviolet light or sunlight is passed through chlorine gas, then the cleavage takes place, bond fission takes place, and free radical exists. So free radicals, they are of four types. The first is methyl free radical. Methyl free radical. That means a free radical which is present on the carbon of the methyl group. So this is the free radical present over here. The next one is primary or first degree. That means carbon attached with only one methyl group and rest are the hydrogen. Then this is called 1 degree or primary carbon, and the radical which is present on this carbon is called primary free radical. In the same way, secondary, or we can say 2 degree, where a carbon, central carbon is attached to 2 methyl group, and that free radical is called second degree or secondary free radical. And the third is tertiary or 3 degree free radical, that is carbon, centralized carbon, and attached on all three side methyl group. Then here the free electron, unpaired electron, is termed as 3 degree free radical. So methyl free radical 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. These are the 4 types of free radical. Special types of free radicals are allyl free radical. Allyl free radical, that means presence of adjacent carbon or on the either side is double bond and single bond. Then such compound are allyl group, and when the electron free unpaired is present, it is called allyl free radical. And this is the benzyl free, that means on a benzene ring when the attachment of the alkyl group is there, then it is called benzyl free radical. Now if we see the stability, then in the last video I have told more number of the hydrogen where it is present, then the stability is more. So if we compare this group, then here the highest more number of the hydrogen is there, or we can say more number of methyl group are attached. More methyl group, so more will be the hydrogen. So this is the most stable. Then this, and this is the list. But what about these two? Allyl and benzyl, they are the most stable compared to all these 4 type of radicals, free radicals, and they are equally stabilized. Benzyl and allyl both are equally stabilized free radicals compared to 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree and methyl free radical. And why it is? Because they show the resonance. Now when they show the resonance, it means this free electron throughout the mechanism is not available freely. As electron if not available, then no reactivity is possible, and if no reactivity is possible, that means no stability, no need to undergo any reaction mechanism, then it is a stable, and that is why they are the most stable. See, we'll understand it in a manner. Here it is given that this is allyl free radical. Now suppose this free electron, free radical, it comes on this carbon, then at the same time, if here the carbon, this free radical will come, it will need one more electron, then the bond will form. So at the same time, here this electron will exist as free radical and it will go on this carbon, and the positive one will come over here and there will be the form of bond here. So this double bond will be now single and this single will be double, and then and only then the carbon valency will be appropriate, because CH2 and 1 more is formed, so 4. Then here it will be CH2, 1 and 1 with this carbon, so it is completely filled. Now when it will get one free electron, that means CH2 and 1 is the free electron. Clear? So this takes place. See, double bond now here and it will be single, and this free radical will here. This is the resonance. That means, please understand, resonance, that means it is not the initial or final structure. It is the intermediate structures which is taking place from initial to final stage. That means that canonical form takes place continuously. So now when this electron is here, it will again try to come over here, then this will be the free. So here it is said that free electrons or free radicals is not available for any further mechanism during the resonance, and during the resonance till it attains the final position, there won't be chance of getting them free. If they are not available free, that means they are stable. So here also it will happen. We will get the resonance structure here. 3 resonance structure in the last video and day before last. Since 2 days we are doing the resonance structure. See, here it is benzyl free radical. Benzene ring attached with the alkyl group. This free radical will try to come over here. So now if this will come here, it will need one more electron to bond over here. So at the same time, simultaneously, this bond will shift and one electron will be given to this electron. So here it will be two double bond, and then this will be the positive. Here why positive? Because this is the free electron. Free radical, that means free electron. And we know that electron is negative charge. And when this bond is shifting, it will break first. So negative electron will attract positive, right? So here it will be one bond, and as this bond is giving electron here, it will be the donor and it will acquire positive charge. Clear? So positive charge is acquired over here, and here will be the double bond, right? And now this double bond will be shifted. This is shifted over here. So in resonance, what happens? Whatever the substituents has attained from the benzene, whatever this substituent is getting from the benzene ring, in the last structure it will give it back. But while giving back, we will see or we will experience that the shifting of the bond is taking place. So in yesterday's nitro compound resonance structure, it was also like this. Then at last, why it is giving to benzene ring? It was, there was a doubt for few students. So today I am telling. So when I explain this, I will even help you what happened there also. So what happened here now? See, benzene ring is, in this benzene ring, this bond is shifted here. It is double bond and it will acquire now the charge here, right? And now this charge, here it will go on this. So there will be the again formation of bond. At the same time, this bond will shift over here and will give here negative, and positive charge will be given here. So here it will be a bond. So this bond is shifted here and this bond is shifted here, and the negative charge is here. Now this negative charge will be shifting over here. Simultaneously this bond will break. It will give one charge over here and the bond will be formed here, and negative will be again over here, right? So the shifting of the bond is taking place. So this bond will come over here now, and again this negative charge will be given here, which we can see here. So as soon as this will give on here, then this bond, which was due to the free radical here, will give back free radical there. And so a total shifting of the bonds will take place and the substituent will get back the electron, free radical. So actually this and this, in the spectroscopical study, this and this is observed, but this is the thing which is taking place, that electrons are taking step by step position and then they are getting back to the position, and in between only the shifting of the bonds takes place. And so the originally from where the electron has come, it is given back to that substituent. Here also these are the three resonance structure, 1, 2, 3, and here no free radical is. Can you see any free radical here? No. Here it is and here it is. But in this resonance structure we are not getting any free radical, or we can say no free radical is available during the mechanism, and so it is unreactive, or we can say they are the most stable. Clear? So what is here I have explained. The order of stability is benzyl free radical is equally stable as aryl free radical, and allyl free radical is, that means these two are stable than tertiary, tertiary is stable than secondary, secondary is stable than primary, primary is stable than methyl free radical, right? Why benzyl and alkyl are similar? because they show resonance. Resonance means no free radical or no electron is available, and so they are most equally stable. Benzyl free radical and allyl free radical. And then after this, the order is 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. Because of the presence of more methyl group to less methyl group, or we can say because of more hydrogen to less hydrogen, because in 3 degree more methyl group, or we can say more hydrogen and more to less, and that is the reason of the stability order. Now the second intermediate, reaction intermediate, is carbocations, or we can say positively charged species. A group of atoms which contains positively charged carbon atom having only 6 electrons. A group of atoms which contains positively charged carbon atom, and that carbon atom which have only 6 electrons, then they are termed as carbocations. Right? See here, this is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the bonds shown, and thus it is considered as carbocation. And here one electron of this reagent. This is the carbons, and they both will share their electron to form the bond. Now in bond fission, what happens? This bond I have shown here, so we will easily understand that what happens in the cleavage. In heterolytic cleavage, here the more electronegative element will drag the complete pair toward it, and thus the cleavage will be separation of carbon and separation of the heterolytic atom with the both electron on its side. And as it is dragging both the electron, that means it is gaining both the electron, it is negative, and here there is only 6 electron, that means they have given the electron, so it is acquiring positive charge. That is called carbocation. Here X will take away both the electrons in heterolytic cleavage and will acquire negative charge, and carbon species acquires positive charge, which is called carbocation. Carbocations are also classified as free radicals. They are also considered here as a methyl carbocation, right? They have 6 electrons only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, less than 8 octet, less than 8, or you can say less than octet, and so will acquire positive charge on it. Primary carbocation, which have 1 attachment of methyl group, secondary 2 attachment, and tertiary showing 1, 2 and 3 attachment. So here also stability of carbocation is to be considered, and stability of carbocation is based on plus I effect. Plus I effect, that means inductive effect. And if we recall inductive effect, then in a simple manner I will explain you here. Plus I effect means electro-releasing effect of methyl group. So the methyl group, when release the electron, the effect which is experienced is called plus I effect, and here the stability is based on plus I effect, right? What number of electrons are released by the methyl, as per that the stability is considered. And we also know that more the number of methyl, more will be the stability. So here also it will happen. Let us see. Here we can see this is the carbon and there is no attachment of any methyl group. So it is having no methyl group, right? And if there is no methyl group, that means no inductive effect. So here the positive charge will be not get stabilization. But here there is one methyl group attached. So this methyl group will release the electron on carbon, and because of that this positive charge will be stabilized. And due to the stabilization of one methyl group, we can say that it shows more stability than only the presence of hydrogen compound to the central carbon atom. Right? Here one CH3 group is attached, so its electron with negative charge will attract a positive charge. Negative charge will attract here, negative positive will attract and will try to stabilize the carbon atom. And so it will show more stability than the methyl group. Here we can see two methyl group. So both will try to release the electrons, right? And will try to stabilize this carbon atom in a more extent than the 1 degree. And here 3 presents are there. So we can say that this carbon can also release, or this carbon can also release, or even this carbon can also release. That means either from any of these 3 continuously will release the electrons. Here 2 will continuously release the electrons, and because of that the carbon atom will be stabilized and it will show the most stability. So here also 3 degree is more stable, then 3 degree, then 1 degree, and then the without methyl group. So we can say that stability order is 3 degree, greater than 2 degree, greater than 1 degree, and greater than methyl group because of plus I effect of CH3 group. As free degree is showing the free radical, not free degree, as free radical is showing stability for benzyl compound, here also the benzyl carbocation show the stability. To understand this, again we are here with the benzene ring of benzyl carbocation. See here, this is the benzene ring attached with the alkyl group over here. So here it is a positive charge. This bond will try to shift over here. As this bond is shifting over here, this positive charge will take place over here because there won't be any bond over here and it will need the charge. So here will be the positive charge. First shift takes place in the benzene ring. Now as this is shifted over here, then these two both adjacent are single. So this bond will try to shift over here. This is the continuation which is taking place in the resonance. Continuous shifting. This will go over here. This will come here. This will try to come here. Right? So again back this will come over here. And this will be attained here as it is. That is called resonance. The initial to final will be the same. Only the shifting, continuous shifting of the pi electrons is observed, which is resonance. So here positive charge has come. Now this bond will shift over here. So positive charge will go to the opponent, right? So it will not attack here, but it will directly go here. So next resonance we will get, this bond will be shifted over here and here will be the positive charge. See, this is shifted over here and this is the point. Now this, when this is shifting over here, simultaneously this positive charge will be here because this completely shifting. So here there won't be any charge for this. So it will go over here and this shift will come here and here will be the positive charge. Clear? So now what happened? Now there is no any bond shifting position left and positive here ortho para, and again it has attained the ortho position. So this this will try to relocate on the carbon. At the same time, this bond will try to relocate back in the benzene ring. And so we'll get the carbocation back here. But if we see, then the alternate bond, first it was here, now we will see it in this manner, right? So this is the position. This positive, that is carbocation, will try to reach to carbon. This double bond, it will come back, and we can see that the compound remains as it is. So in resonance, compound will not change, but the changing is in the shifting of the bonds, right? So in the last structure, it happens that the substituents will give back the bond to the benzene ring, and we will see the shift of the carbon. We will see the shift of the bonds. So what we can say here, electron first will go to carbon atom, and positive charge will go to the stabilized form, and it will go to ortho position. Thus, more the number of phenyl ring. See, this is the benzyl ring, which I can say phenyl ring also. So, as many number of phenyl rings if are present, that more reactivity, resonance reactivity is there, which gives more stability. So, if instead of just one substituent, if the carbon is having more number of rings here, see, this is benzene ring, this is benzene ring, this is benzene ring, all are the phenyl because attachment is here with the alkyl group. So this is called a phenyl ring. So what happens here? This only for one ring we have seen this resonance. Here all this attachment 1, 2, 3 degree, all attachment will undergo the resonance, and there won't be the possibility of any free radical to remain free. They will continuously in the resonance, continuously in the mechanism it will take place, and thus the phenyl 1, 2, 3 triphenyl carbocation is the most stable compound, which is written in short form phenyl PH triphenyl. So phenyl 3 times. Triphenyl carbocation is the most stable compound, right? So please read this very calmly, right? And try to understand one by one, step by step, and so only I am also not going all the topics very fast, and we'll do the carboanion in the next video. By the time, thank you.